Hello and welcome to Programming Rush. Today in this video, we are going to learn the selection sort algorithm. So in the first part, let us see the algorithm itself. So what is selection sort? In computer science, selection sort is an in-place comparison sorting algorithm. It has a time complexity of big O of n square and space complexity of big O of 1. So it is very much inefficient for large lists, and it performs worse in this very much similar insertion sort, but it has a very important concept, so let us learn it. So what are the steps to implement it? Pick the minimum element in the unsorted subarray and swap it with the leftmost element of the unsorted subarray. Here we are mentioning unsorted subarray, and we are going to see what it is. Now, the leftmost element of the unsorted subarray becomes a part of the rightmost of the sorted subarray and will not be a part of the unsorted subarray. So, as we move on, we pick up the least element or the minimum element and put it into the rightmost element, put it as the rightmost element of the sorted subarray. And this way, the sorted array grows and the unsorted array shrinks to 0. So for this example, we have set color coding, and you can see the part of unsorted array, part of sorted array, leftmost element in the unsorted array, minimum element in the unsorted array. So for this example, let us take the array 4, 2, 7, 9, 12, 10, 5. Okay, and we have marked it with its position as indexes. Now in step 0, we have considered the array, and in step 1 we have marked the elements. The leftmost element of the unsorted array is A0, and whose value is 4, and the minimum element or the minimum value element is the 2, which is at the position 1. So we are going to swap it, and see in the step 2 we have got the 2 as our first element in the sorted array. Now let us move on, and now the minimum value element is the 4, which is in the position 1, and also the leftmost element of the unsorted array. So swapping it or not swapping it does not count much, and let us move to the next step. Here again the leftmost element of the unsorted part, which is 7, and the minimum element in the unsorted part is 5, which is in the position 6. So we are again going to swap the elements, and this goes on, and we get the element as 2, 4, 5, then 2, 4, 5, 7, then 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, and at last we do not need to swap the 10 and 12 because they are already sorted, and hence we get the array as 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10, 12. So these are the sorted array, and we have used these 3 steps only to get the sorted array. So the implementation is very much easy for the selection sort algorithm. So how does the code works? So first we need to find the minimum index. So we have written a pseudocode here, and this pseudocode works irrespective of any programming language, whether it's Java, Python, C, C++, anything. So we have an array function in which we pass the array, the starting and the end, and then we loop through it and find the minimum index. And in the selection sort, what we do, we take the minimum index, and if I is in the for loop, if I is not equals to minimum index, we swap it with that position, and this ends, and we end this pseudocode. Now implementation in C++. Now we are in the implementation part, and as you can see, here is we have taken the array in a vector because we are using C++, but we can also take an integer array. So here we have this similar array, but I have added 2 more elements, that are 3 and 33. And next we call this selection sort function. Okay, so in the selection sort, what we do it, we find the minimum index in the for loop. First declare a for loop with the size of a, and then from here we call the find minimum index, and this find minimum index takes the integer array a and the starting integer from where we are starting, that is the ith position. And from there, if I is not equals to minimum index, then what we do is swap it, and then this in minimum index goes on, and this for loop also goes on, and then we get the sorted array. So let's see how this code runs. So let us give it so g plus selection sort. Okay, so here we have got our sorted array as 2 3 4 5 7 9 10 12 33. So we have successfully seen how to implement what is the selection sort algorithm, how to implement it, and the pseudocode and the real implementation in C++. Thank you for watching this video. Please like the video, share it among your friends, and subscribe Programming Brothers. And if you need the code, it is in the description. Please make sure that you check it. Okay, thank you. See you in the next video.